let's make it as lyrical as possible. So instead of do-ba-dum, so think this way, so not staccato. Everything on it, think long. Okay, so just go that way. Okay.
I visited a lot of colleges in my search, and Iowa State felt like home. When you step on campus, it feels familiar.
The first time I came here, I came in the summer. Very pretty. I really liked the campus. The next time I came was probably the more informative one, which was in the middle of winter. Even then, it was just as pretty, and I got to go through the whole department. That impression made me really want to choose Iowa State.
I liked what the college vibe was here. It has that sense of community on top of the big college feel.
When I was looking at vet schools, I wanted a program that was strong in food animal medicine, was located in the Midwest, and I got really lucky that my in-state school is Iowa State. I've been interested in veterinary medicine since high school. I had a really strong interest in animals and science and figuring out how things worked and why they worked.
Both of my parents went to college, and it's something since I was a young kid is they've valued education. They strive to make us push to high levels of education, getting A's in every class, doing the best you can on any work assignment.
I didn't know what to expect out of the architecture program. It's been really rewarding learning those things, getting to a point where I feel comfortable doing those things and that I'm excelling at those things and doing it with some of my closest friends now.
Ever since I was a little kid, I loved anything that flew. I really wanted to be a pilot or an astronaut, so probably since I was about 5, I was really like, I really want to do this. There was really no other major I wanted to do more than aerospace.
I've always been passionate about nature. I grew up playing in a creek in my backyard, and thinking about protecting wildlife has always been something I've been passionate about.
One of the things I love about Iowa State is that they have 800 plus organizations, and so during my time here I've been really able to delve into all the different opportunities here, and some of those were International Student Council and Trend Magazine, which when you look at the two organizations, they're so different. I get to really tap into different sides of my interests, and both of them allowed me to get tangible experience in what I'm interested in that will really help me after graduating.
I really liked Iowa State because we're very hands-on. We have a lot of great labs that we jump into right away from first year. You're spending a lot of time in the classroom, but also a lot of time out of the classroom.
My most recent study abroad experience was in Antarctica. Being able to go to somewhere so far away has really helped open my eyes on just how vast and different places can be. To do it with my classmates and be able to learn while doing it is just awesome.
Everyone comes into college and they want to try on all these new hats and do all these things, and I think the beauty of that is that you find people that are looking for the similar things too, and you're able to build those connections that hopefully last a lifetime.
I would not be here today, I would say, with the experiences that I've had without my support system, and I owe it to them for being the student that I am today and being able to push myself further and grow as a student, both personally and academically.
I've just grown and matured 3 years into life. Learned different things, I've grown in different areas, just kind of learned to be more of myself.
I have served as the Class of 2024 president for the last 4 years, and I've had some really great opportunities to meet regularly with the dean of our college and do it in a way that would foster collaboration and foster communication.
I'm just proud of the way I've navigated this experience, right? Being a first-generation college student, being able to come here and feeling like I was able to tap into a network of people that were inspiring, really.
I'm probably most proud of a lot of the research work I did, been able to have a lot of impact. It's just been a lot of fun to be able to interact with all these different groups.
I think being a Cyclone means being versatile.
To be a Cyclone is definitely to have passion for what you're doing.
It means to be part of a whole.
Being a Cyclone for me has meant being able to pave my own path and explore things that I would not have thought to even do,
Being a Cyclone means to be an explorer.
Someone who's knowledgeable on the things that they work on and to be professional and helpful.
It's never just about you. When you're here at Iowa State, when you're a Cyclone, it's about all of the other people who are Cyclones with you.
Turn around and it feels like home. Look around and it feels like home.
I would describe my time at Iowa State as fulfilling.
Exceptional. I've gotten to meet so many new people, to have so many friends, to have so much fun.
I would say transformative.
I would choose plentiful. There was always something I could do or some opportunity that I could look at.
Family. That's Iowa State to a T.
Thank you, Mom, for pushing me and always trying to get me to go out of my comfort zone.
I would really like to thank the friends and community that I've been able to find here at Iowa State, as well as the Greenlee School of Journalism.
I want to thank my dad first and foremost. He's kind of been that guy who's like, education is up top.
This was the right choice, and nothing would change my mind about that.
Turn around and it feels like home. Look around and it feels like home.
Good morning. Iowa State University is pleased and honored to welcome the family and friends of our graduates to the Spring 2024 Morning Undergraduate Commencement Ceremony here in Hilton Coliseum. Today's commencement ceremony recognizes recent graduates in Iowa State University's proud 166-year history of academic achievement, excellence, and service. The processional will begin with a presentation of the college banners by each college's student marshal, who will be accompanied by the dean and the student's university escort. The presentation of the college banners will be followed by the processional of our undergraduate candidates for graduation, who will process in as members of the delegations of the respective colleges. Members of the assembly may remain seated during the processional. At this time, it is our privilege to present to you Jennifer Benke, student marshal for the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences. Jennifer is accompanied by her university escort, Erica Behrman, and by Associate Dean, Dr. Ruth McDonald. It is our privilege to present to you Jackie Trujillo Garcia, student marshal for the Ivy College of Business. Jackie is accompanied by her university escort, Kayla Sander, and by Dean David Spalding. At this time, it is our privilege to present to you undergraduate candidates for graduation from Iowa State University. signaling the official beginning of our morning undergraduate commencement ceremony, the University Mace, carried by Chief Faculty Marshal Dr. Robert Wallace, precedes the President. We ask the candidates for graduation and the members of the Assembly to please rise as you are able for the procession of the members of the Iowa State University academic community, led by President Dr. Wendy Winterstein. And now, the presentation of colors by the Naval Reserve Officer Training Corps Color Guard. Iowa State University is very pleased to introduce Carly Nelson as the Spring 2024 Morning Undergraduate Commencement vocalist. Ms. Nelson will sing our national anthem.
Please join me in the singing of our national anthem. Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming
Please be seated. Graduates, family, and friends, I am pleased to introduce Dr. Wendy Witterstein, President of Iowa State University.
Good morning. I'm very pleased to welcome you to Iowa State University's Spring 2024 Morning Commencement Ceremony. At this time, I would like to introduce the members of the platform party. I ask that they please stand and remain standing until all introductions are made. Kurt Walker, Chief Executive Officer, Nationwide Mutual Insurance Company and Commencement Speaker. President Pro Tem Greta Rouse, Iowa Board of Regents. Dr. Jonathan Wickert, Senior Vice President and Provost. Dr. Toya Younger, Senior Vice President for Student Affairs. Dr. Anne-Marie Vanderzanden, Associate Provost for Academic Programs. Dr. Jeffrey Johnson, Laura and Russ Talbot, Endowed President and Chief Executive Officer of the Iowa State University Alumni Association. Dr. Robert Wallace, Associate Professor of Ecology, Evolution, and Organismal Biology, and Chief Faculty Marshal. Mr. David Spalding, Vice President for Economic Development and Industry Relations, and David and Ellen Raisbeck, Endowed Dean of the Ivy College of Business. Dr. Ruth McDonald, Associate Dean for Personnel and Finance in the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences. Dr. Jessica Ward, Assistant Dean for Extramural Student Programs in the College of Veterinary Medicine. Mr. Curtis Brundy, Associate University Librarian for Scholarly Communications and Collections. Dr. Raul Parsa, Teaching Professor of Finance and Faculty Senate President. Dr. Lee Burris, Morrill Professor of Agronomy and Senior Faculty Marshal. Dr. Jennifer Sukon, University Registrar, and the faculty marshals, departmental representatives, student marshals, and university escorts for today's commencement ceremony. Please join me in recognizing them. You may be seated. On behalf of our university leaders, faculty, and staff, we are delighted to honor and celebrate our newest graduates of Iowa State University. Commencement is the most important and significant ceremony that a university holds. For our graduates, it represents the culmination of years of hard work, focused study, perseverance, and personal growth. For family and friends, it's a time to share in the success of their graduate and to be recognized for the wonderful support and care they have provided through the years. And for Iowa State University, it represents the successful completion of our most important responsibility to society, providing a comprehensive education to prepare the next generation of scholars, innovators, and leaders. Graduates, you are joining a very special group of people who hold degrees from this renowned institution. We are so proud of you, and we know that you will continue to bring great pride to Iowa State University. Congratulations to all of you. Now it is my pleasure to introduce the keynote speaker for this morning's undergraduate commencement ceremony. Kurt Walker is Chief Executive Officer of Nationwide, a Fortune 100 company and one of the largest diversified insurance and financial service organizations in the United States. Elected to the company's top position in 2019, Kurt also serves as a member of the Nationwide Board of Directors and chair of the Nationwide Foundation. Kurt initially joined the Nationwide family of companies in 1986. Prior to being elected CEO, he served 10 years as president and chief operating officer of Nationwide Financial. Kurt is a proud graduate of Iowa State University, earning a bachelor's degree in management. He also holds a master's degree in management with emphasis in leadership from the American College of Financial Services. Kurt serves on the Dean's Advisory Council for the Ivy College of Business. He's also passionate about serving his community. He is a member of the board of directors for several organizations and nonprofits. A native of Irvington, Iowa, Kurt was raised on a century farm, instilling the values of hard work and community responsibility that he carries forth today. Please join me in welcoming Kurt Walker.
Thank you, President Winterstein. It's awesome to be here. So good morning, Iowa State class of 2024 graduates. Feels pretty good, doesn't it? You know, Hilton is an appropriate place to end things, right? As I look back, just so many memories here in Hilton Coliseums. You know, you look back on the triumphs, the possibilities, places of celebration, and probably even more meaningful, a place of Hilton magic. By the way, according to my granddaughters, Hilton magic is fueled by clone cones and walking tacos. And today is a celebration. You've reached the end. Today is a celebration of you and all that you've accomplished, and a celebration of those that helped to get you here. One more time, take a moment, look around, find your family, find your friends, find the people that supported you, and give them one full wave. So, looking out from where you're sitting, I can still see my parents at my graduation. They're sitting right over there in section 112, And it seems like it was yesterday. It was a Saturday, just like today. Maybe a little bit colder because it was December 21st, 1985. If you do a little math on that, 14,021 days ago. And no, parents, I did not graduate in 3.5 years. You know what I'm talking about. But whether you took 3 years, 3.5, 4 years, 4.5, it doesn't matter how long it took. Your friends, your family, your supporters are here to acknowledge you, and thank you for acknowledging your family and friends' support along the way. It's just awesome to be here and to celebrate this tremendous achievement with you. So I fast forward over 20 years. My wife Cindy and I sat in section 112 as we watched our daughter graduate from Iowa State University. I'm very proud of the fact that both of my daughters attended this university. You know, year after year, decade after decade, generation after generation, commencement is a proud tradition that we all share. And this place is filled from tradition. Look at the tradition around you today. The caps and gowns, pomp and circumstance played, but as I mentioned, it's also filled with Hilton magic. The energy and possibilities that you felt here, continue and take those with you. So make sure that you continue, especially today, cheer and clap and celebrate. This is an incredible, incredible milestone. So, earlier today, I didn't give you the whole story. So class of 2024, this is my message to you. When I said earlier today, you've done it, you've reached the end, I didn't really give you the whole story. Today is not really the end, everybody. Ralph Waldo Emerson said, every end is a beginning. So here's what I want you to take away from today. This, today, is the end of your next beginning. Today is the end of your next beginning. Because it wasn't that long, as I mentioned, I sat where you're sitting, 14,021 days ago. And I know that makes me old. I get that. But as a fellow Iowa State graduate, I know that the time that you spent here, that I spent here, was awesome. But probably like most of you, I couldn't wait to graduate and get started on the next step on my career. But no matter how eager I was to get going, I've never left Iowa State behind. And Iowa State has always been there for me. The professors, the lessons, the challenges, the campus, the experiences, the friends, all left lifelong impacts on me as I built my family, my career, my life. And many of the lessons that I learned at the Ivy College of Business continue to shape me and my leadership style. You know, as you reflect on the pomp and circumstance, it seems like there's a requirement that great philosophers are quoted in commencement speeches. Maybe it's Socrates, Plato, Aristotle. For this occasion, I'm going to turn to the words of one of my favorite philosophers, country songwriter and singer Brad Paisley. In 2007, Brad Paisley wrote a song entitled, "If I Could Write a Letter to Me." How many people know it? 2007. The song recaps, if he could write a letter to his younger self, what would he say? And if you don't know the words, it starts like this. If I could write a letter to me, I'd send it back in time to myself at 17. Now, I know you're not 17, but go with me here a little bit. And as I thought about it, and I said, what if I could write a letter and send it back to myself sitting at Hilton Coliseum as a new Iowa State graduate, 14,021 days ago? What would I say? Well, I think I'd give myself some advice about breaking down life and simplifying it. So here's what I'd like to share with you today, how I've broken down life and simplified it. I found that the 4 P's of leadership are a simple but effective way to do that. These 4 P's are the foundation of my letter to you, the class of 2024. So we're going to talk about 4 P's. We're going to talk about people, we're going to talk about planning, performance, and partnership. And before you say, well, I'm not starting out as a leader, I want you to take this away. Remember that leadership can mean so many things. It can mean leading people, leading a project, or being an opinion leader. And it can be at work, or could it be at home, or could it be in the community. And so to help you a little bit, I reflected back on some of my favorite instructors here at Iowa State. And here's what they did to help me. They reinforced things that were important. They told me things twice because repetition is the art of learning. You've all got this, right? If something was important, the professor, the lecturer said things twice, or they wrote it down twice. That's how you knew it was important. That's how you knew it was going to be on the exam, right? I do pause just a little bit. I wonder how many of you are out there going, dang it, wish I would have figured that out about 4 years ago. It's okay. You made it here today. So I'm going to start out with the first P, and leadership always takes many changes, but one constant, and this is in all of our lives. It starts with people. People. I grew up on a rural farm here in Iowa, and I learned my first lessons around our family table. Many of you are able to relate to this. Chores were always done, and animals were fed before we sat down to eat breakfast. We always took care of those who provided for us first. That lesson always stuck with me, and one of my favorite quotes is from author Simon Sinek, who captures it well. He talks about leadership is not about being in charge. It's about taking care of those in your charge. And that continues to be true in my family. That'll continue to be true in your family, your work, and your community. So here we go, folks. Don't take too long to realize this simple concept. The most successful people surround themselves with people who better them, who challenge them, who help raise their game. Surround yourself with people who will better you, that'll help raise your game, and will make you a better person and a better process. Let me give you an example. I love to golf, but I'm not a great golfer. But here's what I've figured out. I know my game improves whenever I'm alongside a better player, a better golfer. So if you only get one of the P's that we're going to talk about this morning right, make sure it's the people aspect. The reason it's first is because it's most important. Get the people aspect right. It'll always be first because it's most important. Hey, and you didn't get here on your own, folks. You're not going to achieve the next step on your own as well. Which takes me to the second P. We've talked about people. Now let's talk about planning. As part of graduate tradition, some of you may receive a book written by Dr. Seuss called Oh, the Places That You'll Go. And in the book is this one great line that I really enjoy. You have brains in your head, people. You have feet in your shoes. You can steer yourself in any direction you choose. So true. You've got to have a plan. Folks, you've got to have a plan. Your planning didn't stop today. It just really starts to accelerate. For some of you, that planning might result in a 3-ring binder where you've got your dreams and your hopes followed by your plans to get there. Laminated pages always work best for me. Might be a digital vision board. Might be an app on your phone, a personal website, and for some, might be a Post-it note stuck on the top of your laptop. But here's the thing. You need to know where you want to go and what you want to achieve and what you're moving towards so you can get there. You need to know where you want to go, what you want to achieve, and what you're moving towards so you can get there. And there's been a lot of concepts around dream it and you can do it. I believe that. I think I'm an example of that. If you dream it, you can do it. So set your sights on whatever gives you purpose. But folks, you got to physically put it down somewhere. You have to put that plan together. You have to follow that plan. Surround yourself with people who will help you to attain that. But then, make sure you hold yourself accountable. Make sure you hold yourself accountable. And that gets us to the third P. The third P, folks, is performance. And at work, I've often been known to say, in God we trust, everyone else bring data. You've spent a lot of time on data in the last number of years here. And the reason I say that is because the truth is that we can think as individuals we're making progress on our goals, but we need to know, and sometimes we need a third-party source to help us reset our progress. You don't need to learn about yourself by yourself. You don't need to learn about yourself by yourself. In fact, I would encourage you to share your plan so others can help you to achieve your milestones. Measure your milestones along the way, because those things that get measured get done. Those things that get measured get done. I also encourage you to establish, wait for it here, a personal board of directors. And you might think, hey, Kurt, you work for a Fortune 100 company. Only people like you have personal board of directors. You know, you're a CEO. But that's not true. Boards guide organizations of all shapes and sizes. So you've done it, folks. You've graduated. That's what we're here for today. So think of yourself this way, as a business of one. Think of yourself as a business of one, and know that you are the CEO of your life. Know that you are the CEO of your life. Now, you might be wondering, what the heck is a personal board of directors? And I would often surround yourself on your board with individuals who care enough about you to give you the unvarnished truth. Just like the people that are here and supporting you today. They gave you the unvarnished truth. It hurt at times, but it made you a better person. The toughest feedback that I've ever received was probably the best I've ever received. And it went something like this. Early on in my career, I had a manager that called me in and said, you know what, Kurt, nobody works harder than you. Nobody works harder than you. You can imagine 20-some-old Kurt sitting there and kind of proud and saying, yeah, I'm glad that somebody's noticing those things. He said, that's in your DNA. It comes from growing up on a family farm. an Iowa farm kid always leans towards its strength, but you could be even more productive if you worked hard and you worked smart. Folks, you can be even more productive if you work hard and you work smart. Now, I'd like to tell you that a light bulb went off in my head, and it didn't. Probably slumped down just a little bit. My feelings were a little bit bruised. I was hurt. Shared it later with my wife, Cindy, who said, wow, I want you to think about something a little bit different here. This person truly cares about you. Listen to what he's telling you. He cares about you. Listen to what he's telling you. And it took a while, but the light bulb finally came on. I listened to my wife. I listened to the manager. And more than the lesson I learned in that moment, the thing that lasted for me is I had someone who cared about me enough to be honest with me, and to challenge me to be better than what I was holding myself accountable for. He was seasoned and experienced, and I was not. He was seasoned and experienced, and I was not. And that was the beginning of my personal board of directors. I sought out people who had similar interests, along with people who had different interests, different backgrounds, different goals. And folks, you don't need to have a formal meeting every year, but make sure that your board has more seasoning and experience than you do. These are the people who are going to help you grow. And as you engage with your board and you ask for feedback, continue to remind yourself to listen to understand versus listen to respond. This one's really important. Make sure you listen to understand versus listen to respond. Have a growth mindset as you move forward. Very few replies to feedback start with the answer, yeah, but. The best reply is most often, thank you. Because think about it this way, folks. Feedback is a gift. And what do you do when you receive a gift? Simply say thank you. Take that away, do something with it. Over the course of the time that I spent with this manager, I continued to focus on exactly that. Now, over time, my personal board of directors has changed, but it all goes back to that single manager who had enough courage to give me feedback to help me move forward and make me better. The next part's really important as well. Hey, folks, today is all about you. Take it in. Take it in. Today is all about you. As you start this new beginning, right? This is the end of the beginning. As you start this next beginning, not every day can or will be about you. Not every day as you move forward can or will be about you. Which takes us to the final P, partnerships. Hey, you are blessed to be a college graduate today, especially an Iowa State graduate. Blessed by the support of the people in this room and those who have stood alongside you your entire life. You're blessed with all the opportunities in front of you. Don't forget these people. Don't forget these people. Don't forget the places that you came from. Don't forget this institution. Don't forget your community. Be a partner and give back generously of your time, talent, and resources. Going back to the lessons learned on my family farm, we always lent a hand to our neighbors who were in need. That example led by my parents has served me well. That in addition was reinforced by my time in 4-H, FFA, youth group at church. Volunteer and support something within your community. I have, and I've gotten so much back. I've met new friends, I've learned new skills, I've discovered new opportunities, improved my overall well-being. Quite honestly, in most cases, I think I've probably received more back than what I put in. But the reality is the road ahead, the one you're about to start on, is not a straight one. And that's a good thing, everybody. These P's have helped me to navigate my journey, and I hope they offer you some inspiration as you move forward on yours. So to summarize, Iowa State University, class of 2024, these are the highlights of my letter to you. Remember, it always starts with people. Surround yourself with the best and prioritize. Establish a plan, whether it's through a planning software, a 3-ring binder, that app on your phone, a Post-it note. Folks, keep your purpose in sight and measure your performance, that third P. Hold yourself accountable along the way, bring together a personal board of directors who care enough about you to give you the hard truth. And remember, those things get measured, get done, and feedback is a gift. Simply say thank you. And finally, give back through partnerships. Reinvest the blessings you have. Pay it backwards, pay it forwards. Do something. So I'm going to conclude with these additional words from my favorite Brad Paisley. Class of 2024 at Iowa State University, you got so much going for you, you got so much going right. These are nowhere near the best days of your life. Iowa State class 2024, what I'm saying is the best is yet to come, and congratulations on your new beginning. Do it.
Kurt, thank you for those thoughtful and inspiring words. Another round of applause for our commencement speaker. We will now hear from our student brass ensemble under the direction of Dr. Michael Galimo.
President Winterstein will begin the recognition of graduates, followed by the presentation of degrees.
I call upon Senior Vice President and Provost, Dr. Jonathan Wickert, to recognize those students graduating with distinction, those students graduating from the university's honors program, and all of those with military service.
At this time, I would like to recognize the students who are graduating with distinction. At Iowa State University, grade point averages are based on a 4.0 scale. In addition to the notation in today's commencement program, this recognition also appears in the official university diploma. Those students graduating summa cum laude, or with highest distinction, have earned a grade point average of 3.9 or higher, and they are wearing cardinal and gold honor cords. Will these students with high distinction please rise so we can recognize you? Please be seated. Those students graduating magna cum laude, or with great distinction, have earned a grade point average of 3.70 to 3.89, and they are wearing gold honor cords this morning. Will these students of great distinction please rise? Please be seated. Those students graduating cum laude or with distinction have earned grade point averages of 3.5 to 3.69, and they are wearing cardinal honor cords. Will these students of distinction please rise? On behalf of the faculty of the university, I offer you sincere congratulations. Next, I would like to recognize the students who are graduating from the University Honors Program. Students receiving this recognition have maintained a grade point average of at least 3.5, have shown initiative in developing their own individualized program of study, and ingenuity in designing and completing an independent honors research project, and they are wearing a medallion. Will students graduating from the University Honors Program please rise? Congratulations, and please be seated. Finally, I would like to recognize all those in attendance today, graduates and audience members alike, who have served, who are serving, or who will be serving our country in the military following graduation. We are deeply grateful for your commitment and service. Would these individuals please rise as you are able so we may recognize and honor you? Please be seated.
Dr. Wickert, I now call upon you to present the candidates for bachelor's degrees.
We shall now proceed with the conferring of undergraduate degrees and the awarding of diplomas. Will all the candidates for the bachelor's degree please rise as you are able? President Winterstein, these candidates have successfully completed their prescribed curricula in their respective colleges. They have been recommended by the college faculty and by the Faculty Senate, and they are approved by the Iowa Board of Regents for the bachelor's degree.
In recognition of the satisfactory completion of your studies in your respective colleges and by the authority delegated to me by the Iowa Board of Regents, I confer upon you a bachelor's degree. As is tradition, I now ask all bachelor's degree recipients to move their tassels from the right side to the left side of their caps. Please join me in congratulating our graduates. Please be seated.
There you go. The candidates from each college will walk to the side stairs, up the platform, and across the stage to be recognized. We will begin with the Ivy College of Business. Dean David Spaulding will present the college's student marshal to President Winterstein.
President Winterstein, Provost Wickert, it is my honor to introduce our student marshal from the Debbie and Jerry Ivy College of Business, Jacqueline Trujillo Garcia, who is escorted today by Kayla Sander, teaching professor in the Department of Accounting. Jacqueline Trujillo Garcia is graduating summa cum laude from the Debbie and Jerry Ivy College of Business with a Bachelor of Science in Finance. A first-generation college student, Jackie served as president of the Collegiate Women in Business, a peer mentor in the Hickson Scholar Program, and as an undergraduate research assistant. She also participated in the Ivy Emerging Leaders Program, was a member of the Multicultural Business Network and Multicultural Vision Program, and studied abroad in Italy. Jackie was inducted into Cardinal Key, Iowa State's highest honor society, and Beta Gamma Sigma, the International Business Honor Society. In summer 2022, Jackie completed an accounting and finance internship at KPMG's Des Moines office, rotating through the tax, audit, and advisory divisions. In 2023, she worked as a human capital advisory intern at KPMG in New York City, working on client projects and researching regulatory compliance issues related to artificial intelligence. She also serves on the Homebuyer Selection Committee for Habitat for Humanity of Central Iowa, helping to advance the organization's mission to provide affordable home ownership to low-income families. After graduation, Jackie's accepted a full-time role with KPMG as an associate consultant in New York City. Please join me in congratulating Jacqueline Trujillo Garcia and all of our graduates from the Ivy College of Business.
Caden Gunther Cruz.
Jomil Bolaro Duca.
Jenna R. Joyce.
Quinn Yun Haftel.
Seattle Jocelyn Sweeney.
Madeline Mary Mathis.
Mila Witt Rowenhorst.
Nathaniel Robert Harter.
Caden Boyd Chassot.
Cooper Davis Rennie.
Levi Kilanen.
Philip Michael Urban.
Andrew C. Duddingston.
Benjamin Michael Rema.
Arman Gupta.
Ethan Patrick Wolf.
Luke Thomas Arnold Anderson.
Levi Jarrett Ryan.
Sophia Graining.
Olivia Lauren Lewis.
Maggie Emmeline Bauer.
Andrew Dover Field.
Andy Catherine Quark.
Bryce Edward Fink.
Abigail Jane Wetzel.
Kataki Shriram Deshpande.
Sydney K. Davies.
Peter Eric Nordell.
Jordan Lee Rose.
Ahmed Ali Eltalib.
Owen Michael Ness.
Daniel Henry LaRue.
Brooklyn Marie Sams.
Eiley J. Mickelson.
Benjamin Paul O'Boyle.
Megan Jill Haley.
Benjamin W. Christensen.
Leon M. Gachuri Marira.
Jaron Daniel Stout.
Abigail Claire Gunther.
Cale Gabriel Adam.
Elizabeth Marie McGinn.
Sydney Jane Cutterback.
Cassidy K. McClyman.
Henry Allen Butzlaff.
Caden Jensen.
Alexis Heron.
Ellis James Carlson.
Joseph Bauza Rocafort.
Nicholas David Bratton.
Andrew Wynn.
Austin Jacob Nichols.
Madeline Grace Lederhoff.
Aaron Richard Henning.
Brent Hamilton Watson.
Ethan Paul Wennell.
Jackson W. McGovern.
Benjamin Robert McKernan.
Seth Myron Van Bolly.
Alyssa Catherine Cahalan.
Madison Nicole Zimmerman.
Mackenzie Alexis Campbell.
Anna M. Nemmers.
Colby Michael Chase.
Kevin Amaya.
Cameron G. Bianchi.
Grant James Hofferman.
Jacob Matthew Freebus.
Jordan Elizabeth Weems.
Yannick Yatir Hamad Bayo.
Caitlin Elise Godfrey.
Parker D. Woods.
Giselle Marie Echeverria.
Derek Roger Bond.
Madi Bashir Mohammed.
Cale Leroy Pritchett.
Cameron Miles Young.
Shania Renee Murray.
Cale Starr.
Dylan Robert Peterson.
Roger A. Castillo Ramos.
Taylor Shea Coleman.
George Nunez.
Morel Carrasco.
Luis Angel Avila Zamora.
Diomri Diaz Taylor.
Kalpes Bandari.
Dustin Coots.
Peter Lay.
Jason Bradley Jablonski.
Timothy Mark Bennett.
Nicholas Joseph Bush.
David Francisco Peña Medina.
Yunwo Hu.
Hayden W. Doyle.
Tianyan Ma.
Benjamin Samuel Standish.
Sam Blythe.
Andy Dizdorovic.
Jarrett P. Wurst.
Robert Joseph Capash.
Cole Luciano Guagliardo.
Peter Gint.
Gavin N. Cody.
Melissa Lee Dwyer.
Cameron James Puzon Bristow.
Preston Mark Rosiker.
William Frank Pinniger.
Vijay Anand Relin.
Taylor Patrick Bauer.
Gabe Christian Smith.
Timothy Luke O'Connell.
Cole Marcus Inderly.
Annie Vu Chu.
Drew David Hoover.
Nguyen Tran.
Jackson S. Roan.
London Jacob Knudsen.
Adria Janet Funston.
Daniel Cook.
Kevin Win Kong.
Julianne Vang.
Canon David Goman.
Ashley Ann Willman.
Jacob Michael Sharber.
Cole David Cremines.
Carter Scott Newroff.
Brock Warren Harmon.
Trevor Michael Stoltz.
Sam Jeffrey Linus.
Noah Benjamin Snyder.
Derek Oborny.
Noah Lyle Stenberg.
Ross Connor Ball.
Kevin H. Kennedy.
Joel Thomas Hogue.
Anthony D. Tizalti.
Wendy Karunji.
Maxwell Anthony Hayes.
McKenna Grace McDonald.
Ethan Jensen Frazier.
Alexander Y. Park.
Dylan Thomas Rash.
Matthew Jacob Bakey.
Morgan Gardner.
Jared Anthony McIntosh.
Caroline Monique Egan.
Jesus Amador Gacciola.
Jack Matthew Hudnut.
Colton Seidler.
Nathan John Omdahl.
Tyler Adams.
Luke J. Schmidt.
Corey Dean Dunnigan.
Caden Ryan Berg.
Marina Morgan Hind.
Charles Hoffbauer.
Paris Malik Shaw.
Bennett McCoy Summers.
Abigail Reagan Penton.
Jack Kremer Pattison.
Alexandria D. Peterson.
Tommy Joseph O'Neill.
Hallie Susan Rainsbarger.
Nicholas James Kaufman.
Stephen Not Trong.
Austin Robert Keeblebeck.
Nathan Michael Saxpersuth.
Jordan C. McDonald.
Elizabeth Colleen Waterhouse.
Matthew J. Todd.
Madeline Marie Nelson.
Ashton Evan Cook.
Noah Samuel Lammers.
Glenn Woodrow O'Brien.
Jonathan David Kovac.
Connor Nyland.
Carter Franklin Pitts.
Tanner James Kuta.
Thomas Emmett Edwards.
Miriam Tarek Ali.
Tyler Joseph Lorick.
Madeline Sue Adam.
Liam Thomas Flatley.
Julia Laurel Cumley.
Andrew Itzwig.
Jenna Mary Palmer.
Ross Michael Van Wyck.
Aretha Millet Zazurita.
Mercedes A. Lesmeister.
Benjamin David Kovarna.
Yi An Sim.
Blake Hak Guanpang.
Emma Rose Holz.
Hope Rose Werner.
Andrew James Gwynn.
G. Vladi Nillison.
Samuel Douglas Rohde.
Jacob John Klein.
Noah T. McGovern.
Mary Kathleen E. Collins.
Jacob Robert Dimmer.
Caden Matthew Bowie.
Olivia Shelby Bloomquist.
Jacob D. Kesey.
Hannah C. Hackman.
Brett Jason Berg.
Sophia Barbara Walker.
Sydney Mai Trung.
Noelle Grace Sullivan.
Maxwell Charles Wohler.
Olivia Rose Edwards.
Jade Elizabeth Hammers.
Madison Croning.
Parker James Behrens.
Karina Suzanne Block.
Aliyah Marie Klebasitz.
Madison Daisy Thomas.
Dane Hunter Hustet.
Andra Grace Tuttle.
Kaylin E. Klomhouse.
Morgan Stuber.
Kenan Wynn.
Rachel Marie Eastonson.
Ethan Michael Rozowski.
Riley C. Lansing.
Lainey Grace Pulliam.
Riley Kate Knudsen.
Lucas John Templeton.
Stephanie Ann McClelland.
Sydney Ann Scothorn.
Mackenzie Lynn Bryan.
Chloe Marie Ungs.
Emily Marie Nuth.
Madison Rose Gannon.
Molly Alexis Sage.
L. Christine Story.
Chloe Ruth Jager.
Delaney Ray Bertman.
Jill Ann Alderts.
Joseph Martin Byrne.
Morgan Taylor Stone.
Samuel Joseph Dunn.
Alexander Michael Pfaffel.
Jacob Franzen.
Samuel Burns.
Aaron Douglas LaChance.
Grace Marie Dickinson.
Hunter Thaddeus Schultz.
Catherine Rachel Ladley.
Michael Curtis.
Madeline Christine Hayes.
Zachary Frederick Ulrich.
Isabel Amont.
Nathan B. Conrad.
Nicholas A. Bezinus.
Benjamin Anthony Dalrymple.
Dylan William Shank.
Renee Yvonne Glendy.
Aiden Brecky Olson.
Ashton Wesley Love.
Kevin Michael Haran.
Christian Brinks Cave.
Jacob Allen Castor.
Isabella Marie Zingaro.
Andy Huang Viet Nguyen.
Ella Ann Knapp.
Jace Nicholas Volstead.
Caitlin Elizabeth White.
Mariana S. Arnold.
Ethan Ryan Newell.
William James Bronson.
Joshua Martin Stubbe.
Gregory Allen Moon.
Aiden John Bostwick.
Mason Eugene McIntosh.
Adeline Rebecca Courier.
Ian Peter Griner.
Samantha Lynn Stark.
Jalen Michael Rosenbeck.
Sarah Catherine Olefsky.
Shamus Joseph Murphy.
Alexandra Taylor Bosca.
Nicholas Austin Carr.
Maria Isabella Regan.
Heather Elizabeth Aurda.
Nicholas Glenn Keller.
Luke Anthony Bochick.
Tristan James Schwaller.
Brett Carter Dawson.
Grant William Newton.
Alex J. Obert.
Ryan Christopher Fernbach.
Henry Dean Dunphy.
William John Ryman.
Kai Griffin.
Gabriel Schmidt.
Jason Andrew Pfeiffer.
Andrew Ron Wagon.
Sean Patrick Rochford.
Danielle Doria Walters.
Holly M. Hughes.
Tyler Joseph Savikis.
Zoe Alexandra Tressel.
William Robert Roon.
Lauren Bredensteiner.
Dawit Wandwosen Temis.
Ella M. Dannenberg.
Daniel William Hamill.
Tyrese Vashon Phillip.
Parker Lewis Jameson.
Krishna Rain Bakam.
Douglas Leon Poi.
Kelsey Amber Helton.
Dean Thomas Hagstrom.
Emma Louise Katesevich.
Brady Jared Pauling.
Emma Marie Stoker.
Dane M. Locke.
Morgan K. Robeson.
Simon Laverne Olson.
Lauren Patrow.
Natalie E. Andrade Solano.
Isaac Cepeda.
Misbah Akber Ali.
Evan Kyoto Stolpa.
Nyandeng I. Lual.
Ryan T. Knief.
Gabrielle Elizabeth Jensen.
Gavin Michael Kano.
Sarah Jane Rogers.
Connor Fitzpatrick Dean.
Mia Hively.
Jason Langevin.
Juan G. Rodriguez Arroyo.
Luke Daniel Martin.
Ashley Lori Boone.
Matthew Everett Paul.
Darian Elizabeth Merkley.
Trenton Riley Kaufman.
Mackenzie August Malakote.
Scott S. Madland.
Prem Rohan Paul.
Caden Michael Giselson.
Emma Lynn Christensen.
William Emmanuel Hansen.
Nick David Altschul.
Alexander James Bice.
Cale J. Jones.
Mark Anthony Antonetti.
Henry Manrique Artero.
David Garcia.
Margaret Grace Ames.
Luke Joseph Jacoby.
Ulrich Wolf.
Christopher J. Sabarwal.
Matthew Oki.
Hayden James Hart.
Daniel Joseph Huber.
Connor William McCowan.
Michael David Jennison.
Maya Quinn Mathis.
Zachary A. Southwick.
Caitlin Irene Proctor.
Joshua Trey Adrian Garnett.
Chase Michael Likey.
Ryan John Ingstead.
Kayana Shayna Gator.
Chloe K. Davidson.
Michael J. Kimball.
Garrett Christopher Blake.
Madeline Jane Rodenbeck.
Sydney Michelle Turner.
Andrew Brett Ritchie.
Matthew Lee Swanson.
Parker William Schote.
Stephen Owusu Ansong.
Evan Jansen Kilstrom.
Samuel J. McGuire.
Jaden Alexander Peterson.
Drew J. Borman.
Jacob Eric Feldheim.
Elijah C. Crawford.
Jason Michael Hughes.
Nathaniel Joel Fenn.
Levi Benjamin Sales.
Avery Rose Hendrickson.
Brandon Vin Lay.
Dylan A. Ridout.
Cameron Brent Keel.
Catherine June Hadevogel.
Connor Joseph Page.
Tabitha M. Cowton.
Drake Matthew Elgren.
Jake Lawrenson.
Jonathan Thomas Wong.
Charles Henry Wiebers.
Ivan D. Schwestka.
Owen Michael Panos.
Maxine Bellwether.
Francesco Italo Quattrone.
Eli Harrison Loudon.
John Robert Senden.
Kara May Kinsella.
Jared Allen Dooley.
Grace Eva Stever.
Colton Dale Packabush.
Caitlin Marie Hennings.
Jed Peyton Tracy.
Erica Elise Nostrom.
Elena Lynn Cease.
Alex John Greiner.
Grace E. Christensen.
Veronica Ann Larson.
Catherine C. Lalonde.
Megan Dawn Hollander.
Jake C. Smithson.
Kaylee Jane Becker.
Nicholas John Abbey.
Nicholas Lee Singer.
Alexander Elwood Fadley.
Landry Chase Seaman.
Bradley Bailey Senny.
Luke Samuel Berg.
Max T. Kern.
Gabe John Blom.
Ryan C. Corridon.
Olivia Alice Johnson.
Matthew Glenn Richards.
Elise Marie Coverly.
William Theodore Greteman.
Matthew J. Cavens.
Tyler Joseph Remez.
Logan Joseph DeBrause.
Trevor Donovan Owen.
Matthew A. Waddingham.
Samuel James Thomas.
Jacob G. Tuning.
Wyatt Andrew Salmon.
William Cruz Anderson.
Henry John Atkins.
Keely Ann Boudreau.
Kian John Nasserzadeh.
Emma Lynn Buczynski.
Will Joseph Caney.
Ellie Marguerite Van Sand.
Ryan William Colby.
Abigail Louise Benchoff.
Dominique Renee Anderson.
Josie Lorraine Gerke.
Luke Vincent Sanders.
Katie Marie Leahy.
Carl B. Baker.
Chloe Irene Burns.
Ian Sisson.
Jocelyn Ann Fleischman.
Matthew Lee Oz.
Maya Lynn Baker.
Noah Irving Stillman.
Brendan Michael Dwyer.
Kate Anna Cohart.
Kendra K. Mayen.
Danielle B. Coolidge.
McKenna Ann Nelson.
Lily Faith Ellingson.
Grace Catherine O'Hara.
Olivia Grace Kropp.
Benjamin Daniel Groper.
Emily Levon Shoddick.
Joseph Levi Hoffman.
Claire Marie Adkins.
Cade Brian Jaden.
Aubrey Christine Altman.
Mark Peter Mizak.
Margot Lottie.
Luke Matthew Olthoff.
Kennedy Claire Yeager.
Chloe Leanne McWilliams.
Alonzo Antonio Siren.
Emily Ann Ballard.
Lily Ferrero.
Adam Christopher Payton.
Anna Diane Marvelly.
William Allen Bolthouse.
Grace Catherine Cahill.
Jack R. Benshoff.
Jessica D. Stewart.
Tanner Robert Kelchin.
Tanner Becker.
William J. Ford.
Riley Baker.
Skylar L. Young.
Jacob Joseph Brunkhorst.
Benjamin Smith.
Jacob Ross Mack.
Joseph Todd Steigerwalt.
Nicholas Robert Glazer.
Ben Vanderleest.
Jordan M. Pauley.
Samuel Rempe.
Hayden Michael Hindman.
Taylor Lynn Larner.
Carolyn H. Crouchelli.
Jason Lee Broska.
Jackson Gregory Selenki.
Jonathan James Peterson.
Vanessa Elizabeth Garcia Correas.
Declan Rory Hockian.
Emily Pamela Albaran.
Olivia Lane Tennant.
Christian Thomas Pajoric.
Alexandra Mara Thanos.
Morgan Sarah Smith.
Taylor Leah Lambright.
Hannah Karen Mertz.
Olivia Marie Monk.
Ryan Janae Vasher.
Abigail Ann Martin.
Connor James Segrand.
Davia Mary Alice Herger.
James Francis Reardon.
Wade Gordon Fair.
Ian William Gray.
Thomas T. Haugen.
Anton Paul Schreier.
Paul L. Boriseth.
Justin J. Kerwin.
Austin Fong.
Jonah Dean Larison.
Daniel Antonio Mendoza.
Hannah Renee Burks.
Caleb Daniel Struble.
Carter Allen Weiss.
Somei Parr.
Macy Ray Berg.
Son Son Te.
Noah Paul Otson.
Megan Elizabeth Feltus.
James Bruno Amberg.
Joshua Thomas Brester.
Justin Daniel Callahan.
Dakota Antone Shao.
Jacob Daniel DeVito.
Benjamin Ryan Cockey.
Grace Louise Amos.
Logan Cox.
Seth Rustfold.
Brody Etcher.
Emmanuel Pui.
Henry Evenson.
Kashish Fulwani.
Jacob Gregory Train.
Esther Esther.
Jack Kyle Dresser.
Angel Janae Stewart.
Michael John Morrow.
Kendra Boone.
Nicholas Austin Buttoff.
Olawalua Omoyosor Awakoya.
Nicholas Allen Henson.
Ji Chung Fu.
Joseph Jack Pagone.
Gage Anthony Erlmeyer.
Hunter J. Hubbard.
J. Hale Andrews Muckraj.
Will L. Young.
Camden Matthew Karstens.
Ryan J. Webb.
Samuel B. Berner.
Oscar Christian Keel.
Tegan Gentry Reister.
Benjamin Ryan Titcomb.
Jason Ryan Martison.
Ryan Todd Dunn.
Rachel Morgan Adair.
Clark Kruger.
Benjamin Ilonga.
Edwin Alex Roa.
Ariana Janelle Burks.
Fatima Jocelyn Santibanez.
Natalie Nicole France.
Akela T. Pompong.
Jamir Sherrod Madre. Joseph Lawrence Cassidy. Thomas James Harmon. Next, graduates from the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences. Associate Dean Dr. Ruth McDonald will introduce the candidate.
President Winterstein, Provost Wickert, I am privileged to present Jennifer Benke, the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences Student Marshal. Jennifer is escorted today by Erica Bierman, teaching professor in the Department of Food Science and Human Nutrition. Jennifer is graduating cum laude with a Bachelor of Science in Culinary Food Science and 3 minors in microbiology, sustainability, and journalism. Jennifer demonstrated her leadership qualities immediately upon arriving on campus. She joined the campus food magazine, Cardinal Eats, and Culinary Food Science Club, and was a student worker for ISU Dining and the Culinary Creations Lab in the Student Innovation Center. As the president of the Culinary Food Science Club, she created and led more than 6 unique culinary workshops for the public. These workshops raised funds for the club that supported club industry visits and guest lectures. Her leadership and innovation skills were also showcased through her guidance of student teams participating in various food challenges and competitions, including the Food Fusion Challenge and the Grain Processing Corporation Challenge. Her efforts were recognized with the C.S. Liu Innovation Impact Award. Jennifer applied her passion for mentoring to programs such as Women in Science and Engineering, FSA Gen Day, and APEX, where she created a virtual recruitment activity for over 200 high school students during the pandemic. She has also developed workshops for the Iowa State Fair to educate young people about culinary food science degrees. Jennifer was selected for the prestigious International Baking Industry Student Immersion Program, where she was mentored by an executive chef and attended an international conference. This summer, she will participate in the For the Love of Italy, Greece, and Food Study Abroad program. After graduation, Jennifer will join Ajinomoto Health and Nutrition North America as an assistant culinary scientist. Please join me in congratulating Jennifer and all of our graduates in the College of Agriculture and Life Sciences.
Telena Apollonia Balash.
Alexis Lynette Opsel.
Alexis M. Coleman.
Danielle Patience Winslow.
Lauren Christine Best.
Chad Allen Williams.
Jaden Marie Kraft.
Ryan Abbott Hawk.
Bailey Sue Johnsgard.
Isaac Edgar Paul.
Valentine Marie Burke Chanou.
Blake Ronald Vanderkamp.
Haley Christine Kuby.
Erilyn M. Tegtmeyer Oatman.
Taylor Elizabeth Bergen.
Rebecca Ray Larson.
Teresa Jo Petschi.
Levi Allen Henderson.
Elizabeth Lynn Gideon.
Olivia Rose Schultes.
Grace Ann Archambault.
Jillian Sky Anderson.
Gabrielle Sutton Vermeulen.
Matthew Douglas Burton.
Boston Dale Gilpin.
Emily Marie Mace.
Carter J. Lantermans.
Dylan Michael Peterson.
Jacob Ethan Kern.
Peyton Andrew Hofer.
Madeline Ruth Palmer.
Lindsay Marie Imhoff.
Hannah Lanfear.
Jaden Carl McDonald.
Ashton Marie Thompson.
Pooja Kasi Viswanathan.
Deidre Lee Contellis Green.
Graham McShane Bradbury.
Olivia Grace Doherty.
Gavin W. Tyndall.
Nicole Lee Gerard.
Ainsley Ellen Johnson.
Allison McCarty.
Mark Paul Gottmuller.
Tori Birch.
Marin Rose Doyle.
Alex Thomas Milder.
Lauren Elizabeth Dirth.
Zachary T. Steinmetz.
Mallory L. Vandermeiden.
Kayla F. Cutler.
Diana May Mulder.
Abigail Jo Bryan.
Laura Joy Millage.
Tristan Joseph Hahn.
Luke William Huggins.
Eliza Lynn Collier.
Sean Allen Frost.
Alexis Marie Knapp.
Nico James Nelson.
Emily G. Carpenter.
Abigail Rose Rogers.
Nathan W. Vanderwerf.
Claire Ann Holtkamp.
Alice Marie Dalla.
Madison Lee Howell.
Isabella A. Costellari.
Caitlin Elizabeth Adair.
Kali K. Daniels.
Johanna Paula Madrano.
Kelsey Ray Nord.
Cheyenne Autumn Aronson.
Haley Danielle Howes.
Shin Yu Ku.
Carly Anna Skinner.
Catherine Grace Birkin.
Zaina Marie Evans.
Ella Mae Duster.
Jacob Patrick Kelty.
Elizabeth Mae Bryant Tapper.
Karenna Elizabeth Peterson.
Nicole Eppert.
Laura and Ashley Newhouse.
Jacelyn K. Wesh.
Adelaide May Frohart.
Everett Leland Bestland.
Henry Ryan Powell.
Lyndon Grant Boyd.
Logan Michael Kuchera.
Harvey Vargas.
Alexandra Ramirez.
Devin Patrick Hayes Hogan.
Natalie Page Seaman.
Andrew John Lass.
Olivia Joy Liebing.
Mary Lass.
Ava Caroline Button.
Kristen Marie O'Connor.
Rachel Marie Sense.
Abigail Elaine Witzel.
Leila Ali Al-Rumi.
Peyton Peterson.
Belinda Brain.
Samantha Lynn Witkowski.
Grayson Sidney Adix.
Grace Elizabeth McKenzie.
Kyle Thal Sheresta.
Maggie Christine Ziem.
Quinn Tui.
William Wayne Lesher.
Lauren Jean Corfidge.
Samantha Madison Monchomp.
Christopher A. Martinez.
Connell A. Lorenzen.
Amelia Ray Whitener.
Alyssa Marie Brown.
Eva Marie Dalstra.
David M. Giba.
Cosmos Sylvester Nyaika.
Austin Mitchell Cross.
Nicholas Ward Barton.
Abigail K. Nelson.
Sydney Lynn Brockney.
Jillian Grace Castellani.
Jordan Riley Iovito.
Emily Joelle Romy Allison.
Allison Ann Olberding.
Lainey Diane Herman.
Maisie Lynn Shin McTavish.
Carolyn Elizabeth Jacobs.
Aurora Marie Starr Sontag.
Shelby Marie Adkins.
Sydney K. Schuler.
Sierra Grace McCoy.
Emma Kayleen Coursey.
Kyle Austin Horman.
Annaline Elizabeth Diller.
Molly Elizabeth Wick.
Isabella May Blomberg.
Keely Elizabeth Rath.
Katharina Marie Winter.
Jesse Paul Hansen.
Christopher Allen Henniger.
Joshua Black.
J.C. Dawn Schulte.
Sarah Ann Dorn.
Maggie Grace Chapman.
Dane Michael Gabers.
Sarah Lynn Ganade.
Nicholas James Goodall.
Galen Kendall Garrett.
Adam T. Mann.
Jacob Wayne Mays.
Samuel Alton Madsen.
Kane Allen Giesemann.
Ben Michael Miller.
Armin Huskich.
Carter Dale Murray.
Rachel Ann Kropfel.
Jack William Robertson.
Samantha Jo Fredin.
Sean Thomas Miller.
Abby Lynn Sesker.
Joanna Hawk Jones.
Sasha Jade Wilson.
Mariah Mary Hager.
Richard Junior Hernandez.
Rebecca Ann Wolf.
Brett Dean Patterson.
Genevieve Edith Luther.
Holly Ray Bruce.
Christina J. Siebold.
Kylie Jean Grieve.
Isaac Anthony Brewer.
Cole Lee Clausen.
Connor James David O'Donnell.
Jake Corbin Lloyd.
Sage Lee Kaufman.
Riley Hawkins McIntyre.
Alexander M. Brownfield.
Mason Thomas Lambert.
Kayla C. White.
Mikhail Colesrud.
Caitlin Andrea Llewellyn.
Lisa Marie Bolton.
Sally Jo Ruth Geckler.
Sophia Alexandra Martorell.
Ashley A. Hanks.
Sarah A. Taylor.
Cheyenne Olhauser.
Caden James Goodman.
Nolan Michael Grove.
Peyton Earl Williams.
Andrew Vincent.
Logan Dean McCrae.
Andrew James Blanchard.
Marissa Kate Ecoff.
Mark Cox.
Olivia Ann Stout.
Mitchell Irvin Hogue.
Adrian Raylan Hall.
Rachel Renee Kenny.
Toria Elizabeth Hollis.
Abby Lynette LaFrenz.
Andrew Webster Van Nice.
Jacob Honkamp.
Ella Marie Hughes.
Easton Carl Holtman.
Autumn Alexa Bundy.
Madeline Ann Barbie.
McKenna Ray Motes.
Wyatt Joel Huff.
Natasha Nicole Maldonado Betancourt.
Brett Collison.
Amber Marie Reams.
Joseph Elbert Borgmeyer.
Paige Lucille Jurgens.
Tate E.H. Denbesti.
Emily Lynn Knight.
Dane William Balzer.
Lauren Emma Erickson.
Kalina Isabel Dudek.
Summer Faith Botts.
Catherine Marie Hodel.
Carly K. Betcher.
Ryan Arthur Putzi.
Lexi K. Wilkin.
Jameson Patrick Anders.
Kennedy Alicia Frazier.
Jackson Chad Hogan.
Owen Tan.
Jacob D. Ludeking.
Theodore J. Mayworm.
Emily Marie Wenning.
Jake Hennon.
Grant Robert Burish.
Talene Ramoon F. Juicy.
Sarah Elizabeth Sundblad.
Megan Jeanette Fleming.
Allison May Kubiak.
Jillian Page Schroeder.
Justin Joseph Kirian.
Dean Clark Robinson.
Gabe David Grabow.
Josie R. Hall.
Jonathan Bird Prasutsak.
William R. Molenbeek.
Ethan Scott Kluel.
Jessica N. Lowers.
Cody Michael Coburg.
Gabriel Scott Carney.
Bronson Bo Forsyth.
Caitlin Alicia Chapston.
Daniel Wayne Hemphill.
Lucas Casey Shaw.
Ian F. Johnson.
Tanner Lee Conwell.
Rachel Joanne Bielner.
Claire Joanne McIntyre.
Malia Cecile Cockrell.
Luke James Mosinski.
Kelly Elizabeth Spicer.
Hunter Jordan Miller.
Abigail Kathleen Kraus.
Jacob Riley Smith.
Samantha Malson.
Catherine Freund.
Allison Colleen Craig.
Carly J. Seek.
Taylor Allen Phillips.
Jack Charles Bierke.
Jordan Jerry Leach.
Gregory Robert Leonard.
Marie Elizabeth Bolton.
Alyssa Renee Heinzman.
Sophie Paige Riley Martin.
Haley B. Jansen.
Phoebe DeTrinco.
Megan Marie McFadden.
Annika Miller.
Benjamin Douglas Keller.
Isaac Anderson White.
Daisy Hernandez.
Faith Noel Johnson.
Hunter Reese Hazen.
Jessica Jean Theobald.
Jacqueline Dawn Wibble.
Averi Renee Sievert.
Autumn Ruby Weaver.
Courtney Jane Torrance.
Peyton Renee Ritchie.
Connie Joanne Hoffman.
Megan Ann Crome.
Emma Caroline Dunn.
Marie Danielle Bruns.
Dylan Sheese.
Kylie Zoran.
Dawson David Furless.
Madison Nicole Conrad.
Tyler Dean Gifford.
Corin Riley Wilson.
Olivia J. Lulich.
Cole A. Neal.
Robert Van Buren Burchett.
Blake Andrew Wilkins.
Sheridan Heather Hank.
Samuel Asa Salasek.
Mackenzie Christine Hareth.
Mitchell J. Harkin.
Emma Louise Freebaron.
Taylor Ray Howell.
Carson Matthew Fahey.
Kelsey Marie Henderson.
David Ben Potter.
Morgan Ray Shawbacker.
Brennan Robert Broders.
Ashley Nicole Moole.
Hunter Nelson Stover.
Jack McKinney.
Daniel Rose.
Tate James Leto.
Stella Hulamont Sierra.
Max William Troyer.
Audra Mackenzie Miles.
Brady Edge.
Megan Olivia Vetter.
William Albert Halgren.
Lindsay Grace Weymouth.
Kasum Torkovich.
Arlena Wang.
Riley Rachel Hiscox.
Abby J. Vogel.
Reagan Cecilia Dolan.
Mariana Catherine Dolly.
Nathan D. Napper.
Lydia Ann Johnson.
Mitchell Lester Orr.
Kaya Grace Dahlberg.
Connor David Pikinke.
Caitlin Renee Henriksen.
Chase Michael Hurd.
Anna Irene Scher.
Logan May Schmidt.
Colby Vincent.
Mackenzie Caitlin Darg.
Lauren Elizabeth Andrews.
Brooke Marie Barkema.
Blake Anthony Ventiker.
Kelsey K. Watson.
Morgan Grace Abbott.
Leah R. Spade.
Audrey Margaret Batts.
Hannah May Zirau.
Gabriel Frank Walski.
Reese Donovan Tyler.
Tessa Marie Berg.
Ryan Thomas.
Abigail Ann Papke.
Jared Anthony Overman.
Nicholas C. Scheid.
Zeke Thomas Lundquist.
Blake T. Kavanaugh.
Riley Slew Sloss.
Elizabeth N. Graber.
Alejandra Marquez Varela.
Sean Benjamin Dullard.
Grant Lewis Keenist.
Sophie Elizabeth Adams.
Garrett Todd Allen.
Will Stephen Jorgensen.
Gabriel Stay Steenhook.
Griffin Matthew O'Neill.
Logan Robert Nodine.
Connor Allen Esch.
Colton Ryan Moore.
Matthew James Davis.
Owen John Jenks.
Drew William Sonnenberg.
Dylan Franklin Butts.
Adam Timothy Boyk.
Zachariah R. Westlink.
Miranda Beatrice Peters.
Renee Nicole Gerke.
Bradley Kellen Schaefer.
Rachel M. Borman.
Amanda Z. Torres Traverso.
Macy Elaine Lockheed.
Olivia Ann Richards.
McKenna Faye Hansen.
Kennedy K. Eskildson.
Bradley Paul Skoniana.
Olivia Ryan Woodard.
Christopher Wozniak.
Liliana Isabel Till Terhark.
Connor Lee Gorman.
Chloe Lane Honig.
Gavin Brady King.
Jaden Marie Condon.
Thomas Joseph King IV.
Kinley Marie Colbert.
Seth Michael N. Trucken.
Luke Jeffrey Schmitz.
Connor Wood Davison.
Ryan Jacob Kelly.
Braden William Monroe.
Matthew P. Voberchak.
Jenna Joelle Hipma.
Luke Christian David.
Kira R. Feikstra.
Carla K. Edelman.
Carly Scott.
Caitlin A. Cook.
Molly Marie Simmons.
Millie Jane Stewart.
Jordan Allen Lewis.
Hannah N. Cook.
Joshua William Hahn.
Haley Elise Curtis.
Seth Ulrich Rauscher.
Inga Pearl Baldus.
Jacqueline Louise Pfeiffer.
Kit Eugene Claiborne.
Sarah Grace Wright.
Melanie Jean Keller.
Isabella Grace Taggart.
Brenna B.Y. Mathers.
Madison Elizabeth Brockman.
Katie May Shaukai House.
Ryan Michael Kroga.
Kylie Michelle Plagicus.
Thomas Randall Thompson.
Teresa Isabel Ruggiero Cadilla.
Madeline Rose D. Young.
Miriam Jamila Kraus.
Sarah Michelle Willoughby.
Jordan Ashley Sanders.
Michaela Dawn Henry.
Julian Puccio.
Mallory Jean Whitmore.
Melissa Gail Gerber.
Olivia Ann Soul.
Kaylee Jean Votz.
Elise Welder.
Brooklyn Elaine Kuchera.
Casey R. Kropp.
Marissa Holtman.
Seth Richard Davis.
Liliana Octavo Macias.
Adam Matthew Wentz.
Grace Helton.
Amelia Marie Hips.
Amy Rose Taylor.
Clayton Charles Hurd.
Brooke Elizabeth McGee.
Caitlin Jean Kuchera.
Jalen Ray Corwin.
Brittany Ann Ford.
Caden James Zoski.
Madeline Rose Gina Mudge.
Connor Lucas Tidman.
Kelsey Louise Hildreth.
Addison Joy Woods.
Hunter Levi Wagner.
Nicole Ullman.
Jack M. Geyer.
Lily Kate Brandes.
Cahill Schmidt.
John Ramirez.
Katie Tanahiri Salazar.
Elijah Thomas Hartman.
Brady J. Hamilton.
Allison Matty Taylor.
Allie Louise Bieber.
Alyssa Christine Miguel.
Jordan K. Hammond.
Lillian Claire Bombeck.
Curtis Dean Clark.
Alvaro Quintano Vasquez.
Aubrey Irene Hasse.
Fabiola Morales Umbert.
Anna Marie Esrich.
Macy Denbesti.
Isaac Matthew Gokin.
Allison C. Lemke.
Shelby Neshkash.
Emily M. Lindgreen.
Christina D. Brady.
Shannon M. Morgan.
Julaine Kichana Sinclair.
Manuela Josephovich.
Aleda N. Ramirez Reyes.
Reagan C. Robinette.
Kennedy Marie Williams.
Sydney Sherry Hostetter.
Paul Santos Barnechea.
Anna Marie Walls.
Zenobia McNicholas.
Sarah Marie Schrader.
William James Maher.
Julie Christine Lennon.
Michael James Forrestal.
Paulo Perez de Jesus.
Ashley Ann Hippner.
Jonathan Tattersall.
Catherine Jean Breha.
Nashawn Aliyah Bryant.
Logan Allen Connor.
Taylor Ann Main.
Alex Christopher Kurt.
Carter David Rug.
David Asensio.
Joseph Robert Kars.
Joshua Bowdler.
Madison Lynn Meether.
Michael J. Creighton.
Trevor John Schultz.
Miguel Ebner Pradas.
Sean Alexander Prell.
Joshua William Amon.
Savannah Marie Kalus.
Evan Warner Brewer.
Hannah Rose Kemphaug.
Mia Gibson.
Megan Ann Mueller.
Maxwell Holden Dieter.
Isabel Kathleen Creel.
Bo Michael Bittner.
Logan Keith Proctor.
Abigail May Moe.
Cade Alexander Meyer.
Estelle Louise Venable.
Lauren Suzanne Horn.
Laura Ruth Stauffer.
Kelsey Ann Nearing.
Caitlin Rose Henriksen.
Summer Joe Haddock.
Chelsea Lane Hokeson.
Aaron Brett Elliott.
Allison Taylor Reavers.
Zachary Robert Ballou.
Shelby Nicole Bailey.
David Lee Wedemeyer.
Jamie J. Aguzma.
Logan James Carver.
Shalan Afi Coffey.
Kiara Denise Quijano Irizarry.
Grace Ann Nixon.
Emily Mary Bullum.
Alexis L. Young.
Kaylin Joe Smirchak.
Emma L. Saylor.
Leah May Greiner.
Alexander Irvin Coughlin.
Abby Lynn Feldpouch.
Courtney Ann Harley.
Renee Marie Grimm.
Paige Victoria Kastner.
Adriana Ann Grossbier.
Haley Efforts.
Ashley Renee Althouse.
Era Foster.
McKenna Leah Reese.
Savannah Lee Geist.
Melisha Camille Voss.
Lina Sieda Wasim.
Jack D. Borgmeyer.
Rachel Marie Dischinger.
Matthew Thomas Saihaki.
Catherine Julia Klein.
Ian Walter Torstensen.
Leah Marie Merrick.
Cole Thorson Iacker.
Bentley Walters.
William Henry Matheson.
Matthew F. Brewster.
Jonathan M. Ostheimer.
Kai Jun Gobel.
Asa Donliger.
Andrew Ryan Martin.
Timothy Allen Weber.
Elin Anthony Ledger.
Morgan Callahan McGay.
Lance Michael Wright.
Ashley Morgan Bisson.
Ryan T. Generu.
Raymond Robert Wilmus.
Jacob Van Brocklin.
Hunter James McCrae.
Ian Juan B. Jorge A. Torres Torres. Dylan James Roth.
On behalf of the entire university community, I extend my sincerest congratulations to all of our graduates. We wish you the very best, and we look forward to hearing from you about all of your accomplishments. A round of applause for our graduates. Now it's my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Jeffrey Johnson, Laura and Russ Talbot, Endowed President and CEO of the Iowa State University Alumni Association to welcome you as the newest alumni to Iowa State University.
Thank you, President Winterstein. Greetings, Iowa State University's newest alumni, members of the class of 2024. You are now mine. You are now officially Cyclones for life. You now carry the official title of Iowa State University alumni. Yes, you are now forever one of us. Today, you are moving from an on-campus family of more than 31,000 students to a global Cyclone family of more than 285,000 alumni. These alumni colleagues are living in and working to make their communities greater in every county of Iowa, the other 49 states of the U.S., and more than 150 countries. Please know that my staff and I are committed to being here for you today forward to help you keep well connected to each other and other Iowa State alumni and friends, as well as to inspire you through the stories of your alumni colleagues, present you future opportunities as Iowa State alumni, and serve you through exciting programs and services. Our ultimate goal is to elevate Iowa State and Iowa Staters. To get you on your journey, a group of donors made gifts to fund a one-year gifted membership for each member of the class of 2024. That's right, each one of you is eligible to receive an already paid for one-year membership that will give you access to all the benefits, services, and opportunities connected to Iowa State Alumni Association. I think that deserves an applause of gratitude. Plus, you just shared with my mom that I said something important. To make this offer official, there's one thing the donors ask the association to do and one thing they're asking you to do. They ask us to make it easy for you to assess and accept this gift membership. They're asking you simply to activate it. You can do that as soon as possible by going to the association's webpage, isualum.org. Please do so today or at least by May 31st. We'll also be sending you an email with this information as a helpful reminder. All I ask is that you not delete my first email to you. Once you activate this gifted membership, you will gain access to the online alumni directory that connects you with alumni in your community, adds you to the mailing list for the Iowa Stater Members Only magazine, and gives you access to online discounts, the opportunity to receive new grad tip sheets and programs, and special member invitations. So please remember these following 5 things. No matter what you do or where you go, you will always be a member of this prestigious higher education family. This university and all who work here will always be interested in what you do, how you continue to contribute to society, and what you become. 2, make Iowa State visible in your daily life. Wear your school colors, sport a license plate or a license plate cover, display your diploma, and place an Alumni Association decal on your vehicle. By doing these simple acts, you're sure to connect with the other Iowa Staters on your journey. Number 3, alumni help fund building projects. They invested in your faculty and programs. They also invested in you through scholarships, conference attendance, and other ways. You and the alumni of the future will largely determine what your children, your grandchildren, and others will find when they matriculate to Iowa State. So when you are able, consider giving back as well. Number 4, keep in touch. Come back to visit campus, take road trips with college buddies, and join a local alumni club. If you have a change of address, be sure to let the association know in order that we may put you in touch with other alumni in your community. And lastly, renew that gifted membership a year from now from the date that you activate it. You're going to want to stay an active member. In closing, and with every good wish for your success, health, and happiness, on behalf of the Iowa State University Alumni Association, we look forward to becoming partners with you in helping you advance your careers, enhance your degrees, stay connected to your colleges, support your alma mater, and network with Cyclones everywhere. Congratulations again, class of 2024, and remember, you are now Cyclones for life. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Johnson. We're nearing the end of our ceremony, and I again want to thank our commencement speaker, I'm promoting you, Kurt Walker. And now I want to offer my personal congratulations to all of today's graduates. We are extremely proud of all of you and what you've accomplished. Your Iowa State diploma is a culmination of rigorous coursework, hands-on learning, and life-changing experiences both inside and outside of the classroom. It is a symbol both of the university's excellence and your hard-earned academic achievement. Thank you for making this a memorable day, and thank you for making Iowa State an important part of your personal and professional journey. Before we close today, we want to recognize the hard work of all those individuals who have supported these graduates, the faculty, staff, family members, and the many friends. We also want to wish a happy Mother's Day tomorrow to all the mothers and grandmothers. So I asked our graduates to please rise and find your family and friends and in the audience and thank them for their support. And I ask the audience to please rise and show these graduates their support. And if everyone would please remain standing as we conclude our commencement ceremony, we will do so with the singing of the Bells of Iowa State by Carly Nelson, and I will pronounce the Spring 2024 Morning Undergraduate Commencement Ceremony at a close. Carly, thank you.
Please join me in the singing of the Bells of Iowa State. You can find the music printed on the back of your commencement program.
Green hills for thy throne, and for
job, guys. If you could collect the folders by section.